Wait for the crunch. Hi, sweeties. I have a good one for you today. I'm going to show you how to make the most crispy, the crispiest, delicious, succulent, creamy on the inside air fryer potatoes. You're going to love these. We're making them in the Ninja Foodi XL Pro griddle air fryer. You know what I'm talking about. We're also going to do them in the CruxGG double wide Trizone 9-quart air fryer, and we're going to do them in the Nuwave Bravo air fryer oven. That's right, I'm going to show you how to do it in all three appliances. These come out so darn delicious. Crispy on the outside, creamy on the inside. It's a two-step process. First, we're going to boil them with a little baking soda in the water. I'll get to that in a second, but please, first, subscribe to Sweet Savant. If you're already subscribed, by the way, thank you. I appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up, that notification bell, and now let's get into these crispiest air fryer potatoes. Yeah. Ooh. So crispy. I'm using russet potatoes to give the absolute crispiest result. We're going to use kosher salt and baking soda and boil the potatoes before we air fry them. So I'm going to leave the skin on because I just love the taste of that crispy russet potato skin. Cut the potato in half and then into 6 pieces, each half into 6 pieces or 8 pieces, depending on how big that potato is. These pieces are about 1.5 inches long by about 1 inch wide. We'll drop it into our water and put a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda for about 2 quarts of water, 2 tablespoons of salt, and that baking soda makes the water more alkaline, which allows the surface of the potato to break down more as you boil it. Cover it, bring it to a boil, and then shut it off right away. We'll make our seasoning blend with kosher salt, paprika. I'll put the full ingredient list for the seasoning blend in the description box. Some granulated onion powder and granulated garlic. And I like to use some dried chives for even more onion flavor and some fresh cracked ground pepper. Now, we'll see as soon as our water comes to a boil, you want to shut it off, and we just want those potatoes to get fork tender but not break apart completely. Drain them carefully. Make sure you're using heat-resistant gloves. Drain them well and then toss them around pretty gently, but you want to rough the surface of those potatoes up. And that's where that baking soda comes in. They allow for that surface of the potato to break down, and that surface area with the oil in the air fryer, it gets so super crispy. Add some oil and our seasonings, and again, toss it around gently because you don't want, to make mashed potatoes. You want to just toss the seasonings around in there, the oil around in there, and then you'll be ready to go. So we've got our potatoes seasoned up, oiled up, and ready. The Ninja Foodi XL Pro says to add food. We've got it at air fry for 425 degrees. I like this large unit because you can spread a good large number, up to 2 pounds of potatoes or whatnots into it in one layer, and that's important. You want it in one layer. So you want a nice wide surface so that it can get crisp all the way around. There's a few minutes left, but I think these might be close to done. Let's peek inside the Ninja Foodi XL Pro. Whoa, yeah, that's done. That's done. They're getting nice and dark. You can hear them sizzle. That is pretty. Yeah. Can you hear that? All right, let's get a close-up of that. It looks really good. You can see how those craggly bits get so crispy. Now, a smarter person would let this cool off before tasting it. So pretty, look at that. But here we go. Well, let's see that. Ooh, it's hot. Mmm. The inside is creamy. Look at that. Nice and creamy. The outside is crispy. That's about perfect. Yep, these are done. If you want to eat this right now, comment below and say, pass me a plate. Now I'm going to show you how to make these in the CruxGG. This is a drawer style with a divider. It's a double wide with a divider, removable divider in the center, and two crisper plates on the bottom. It's nice and wide, similar to the Ninja Foodi XL grill. You have a lot of surface area so you can get all of these potatoes down in one layer with room for air to circulate around it. Same thing, we're going to set it for 425 degrees. I let this preheat. Preheating, I think, is important so that the bottom gets crispy. It's gone for about 10 minutes. Not quite as dark as they were in the Ninja Foodi XL. So I'm going to toss this around, and I should have used the tongs to flip this up because those crisper grates are coming up when I try to toss it like that. I didn't push it down firmly enough. What I'm going to do is increase the temperature to 450 degrees so we can get more browning, because brown is beautiful. Let's take a look at them. And it's much better with that temperature cranked up to 450 during the second half of cooking. And again, you see there's plenty of air to circulate. Look at the craggly bits there. Wow. That's where you get the crunch. Yes, that crunch, honey. So good and creamy on the inside. Now let's try the Nuwave Bravo Air Fryer Toaster Oven. So I'm also going to show you using this Nuwave Air Fryer Toaster Oven, and we've got our potatoes loaded in the basket. Again, nice and wide with enough room for air to circulate around those potatoes. We'll put it on the rack, and I'll give you a update on this, a review of this Nuwave Bravo Air Fryer Oven. But notice I have this sheet pan that comes with the oven. I have it on the rack underneath, so that if anything drips, it will catch it and it won't hit those the bottom heating elements and start to smoke. I jumped the gun a little bit. It was still preheating when I put those potatoes in it, but now you can see it's set on 425. Looks good. It's gonna need a little bit more time, but they are looking good. You can hear them. And we're counting down and almost done. There it goes. It's time. Oh, that looks great. That looks great. I didn't turn these or flip these or anything. But it is golden brown all the way around. Looks good. Let's crunch it. Oh, it's still hot. Ooh. Crispy on the outside, creamy on the inside. Yep, those are good to go. And that's how you do it. That's how you make the crispiest air fryer potatoes. Now, Yes, it's a two-step process. You're gonna boil it first in that salted water with baking soda. It's worth it. Try it and let me know. Leave me a comment and let me know if it's not the best, crispiest, most delicious potatoes that you've ever had. You can do this in the oven as well. You're gonna boil them in the salted baking soda water. And then you're going to do the same process, but instead, when you put them in the oven, it's going to take longer. It's going to take maybe 45 minutes because, it just takes longer in the oven. You don't have that tight convection oven like you have in the air fryers, but it comes out delicious. Please subscribe to Sweet Savant. Hit that thumbs up, that notification bell, and y'all have a delicious day.